This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got event coordinator slash club promoter slash club investor slash artist management slash.
A whole lot of slashes, man.
My guy Bam in the
Yes,
building.
sir.
How's
Yes,
life,
sir.
my guy?
Man, it's going, bro. I take everything and just go. I'll just go with the flow, man. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, that boy got that big pack.
Man, came in and
Allegedly.
Yeah, we gonna see. Y'all gotta let me know after this. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling, man.
Oh yeah, well shit, I'm right now for sure. Let's start from the beginning though. Where you originally from?
Dallas, Texas. Born in Dallas, Texas.
What part of Dallas?
North Dallas. I was born in Medical City, Dallas. People from Dallas know where that's at.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Then real early on, start moving back and forth. Like I say, I don't even know, bro. Like since I was young, I've been riding up and down 35 since I was like 3 years old. Cause my dad family from Austin, my mama family from Austin, and then I was born in Dallas, and then like they started spreading in Dallas, so we started making family and shit in Dallas, and then the back and forth came. But yeah, then like Austin too. I don't pick no city over. I love both of them because I was so back and forth, bro. I can't claim one over the other. Like it would literally be times where I'm in Austin during the week, and then I'm right back in Dallas, like weekend or Thursday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? It'd be stuck like that. So
Days start you start forgetting where you at for a second.
Bro,
Sometimes
like,
you're like, wait a minute, and then you see a building. Oh yeah, I'm in Dallas.
and then my dad was hustling. You know what I'm saying? So like. He could be anywhere. He could be Houston, Dallas, Austin, all within a day. You know what I'm saying? If it go like that, if he really moving like that, so it's just like.
And that Texas is a stretch.
Yeah, bro. So his biggest thing was trying to connect the triangle, Austin, Dallas, Houston. Like we still trying to do that to this day. Like, and I'm starting to make progress with the same shit he left off with type shit. So, but yeah, bro, it's like school wise though, like I went to school like elementary a little bit, Cocker Hill Elementary. That's in like DeSoto.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I grew up in Crocker Hill.
Yeah, so I went to Cocker Hill Elementary for a minute, then left. Cause my people was divorced, so I deal with custody shit a lot too. So like back and forth all the time, cause mama in Austin, dad in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, that's a big.
I'm living with mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like mama trying to keep me there. Then I'm really wanting to be with dad. So anytime I could go with dad, I'm with dad. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was a back and forth kind of like. And then that custody shit is crazy, bro. Just living through that shit and just like people don't understand. Like I see a lot of young people having kids and shit, and they using the kid against their spouse, but it's not hurting nobody but the kid.
Exactly.
That's what they gotta understand. Like the more and more y'all try to take it out on each other, it's really hurting your kid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a product of that. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, and then it's more people than you would think. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So it's just like. Yeah, and a lot of people go through that shit too. So it's like the back and forth was crazy. That's why I can't pick no city over the other. You know what I'm saying? Because I love Austin and I love Dallas, but it's like they the same shit to me.
And then so that's been ever since you were.
Since I was
born, just going back and forth.
Back and forth since I was born. Like I was born in Dallas. Then that was like 2 years later, they moved to Austin, go buy a crib in Austin. But shit, my dad's still hustling in Dallas. And then like I went to school out in Austin. I went to Graham Elementary and went there for a little bit. Then parents like split up. So once the parents split up, you know what I'm saying? Now we back and forth again. And that was like a little later, but still it's just like, especially when I was young and school didn't matter. I'm always with whoever, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad was hustling. My mama was working. So my uncles and my brothers and them raising me, but it was just like a whole lot of movement. That was in Austin though. So like that shit split. It was just crazy how that shit split. So then like I went to Decker when I was down here. And then during the time in Decker, left back to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm back in Dallas living. Like everybody was like, damn, you moving. I moved. I left. Boom. Was back there. Then mama did some shit, went to the court, said some shit. Boom. I'm back in Austin. Like it's just like that shit was just so back and forth, bro. Like part of me is in that city. Like a lot of the shit that I learned and grew up from is from Dallas. Like boogieing and jigging, and it's like a lot of, you know what I'm saying,
the
and
booty
just
cut,
like the club, the shag, like my culture, nigga. I was Dougieing in the hood. Like my dad would be hustling, bro. So I could be in this hood in Dallas with one auntie, you know what I'm saying, chilling with these kids. I'll be back, you know what I'm saying, and then now I'm over here. I'll be back, you know what I'm saying. So I was all over that bitch. I never stayed in one spot in Dallas. That's why they be like, what hood you from in Dallas. So I can't claim no part. I was moving so much. People got to understand, like, my dad was a real hustler. Like, he never sitting down, never inside, you know what I'm saying? So that was like my thrive. I get to go and ride with dad, get to go and beat, you know what I'm saying? That was just how it was. Like, so that shit was crazy. Like,
did you get to play any sports though?
Yeah, like I stayed at Decker, so
I'm
like
just curious.
I stayed at Decker. I played sports at Decker.
What'd you play?
Football, basketball. I ain't gonna lie, I was little as hell, bro. Like I was like 4 foot nothing, bro. So
and that matters in football.
Yeah, football. I ain't gonna lie, football I always started. I played safety.
But them hits though.
But yeah, bro. I was smart. That's the thing. Like the coaches knew I was smart. I could think the game faster than I could. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to run it fast, do it fast. I just knew the game.
IQ.
Basketball. Niggas on the bench. Nigga, you're 4 foot nothing. Nigga, you're on the bench. Nigga, it's just like I get in sometimes. I could do everything that nigga could do. I was just little. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but that shit got me cold at coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because then I went and I coached 8th grade teams to damn near nationals. You know what I'm saying? We got second. You know what I'm saying? Lost in the championship type shit. But
oh man,
it was just like that shit was a thrive for me, bro. Just learning how to do that shit and just always knowing. Like my people always told me when I was young, like my pops. He like, bro, you little. I don't give a fuck if you play sports, bro. You're going to be smart. Like, that's just what it was. I was built into being, like, business-wise. Like, that sports shit was what I wanted to do. They always knew you're little as fuck, bro. You're not, you know, but when you're a kid, they're not going to shatter your dream. They're going to let you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let you go and play. Yeah.
If you're going to quit, like, yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, take it as
2-a-days is for.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like a nigga did grow and did become, but, like, once high school came and I found weed, bro. Once I start like really, really fucking with weed, bro.
R.I.P. to that.
Sports was out, like, and then it's like all my niggas was cold. Like a lot of the niggas that was around me in school, like, was really cold, and them niggas was going further, and I started finding some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the shit that I was going through at home and shit started making me find some other shit to do. So it was just like, fuck that shit. Like, I really just wanted to hoop too. Like, I love basketball, but I was better at football. So I really just wanted to hoop. I would just do football because all my niggas was in football, and that was the shit to do off season and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what you gonna do? You gonna not do nothing? You know what I'm saying? So like, and like, nigga, you gonna make the team. It's not like you worried about making the team or none of that shit. Like, nigga, I knew I was gonna make the team. I wasn't just that ass. I was just little. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that. But a nigga started in football, and then once niggas start moving up and I start seeing the real divide, like, nigga, you're not going to be on varsity. You're not finna be no football star. It was like, all right, it's time to go. And then, like, at that time,
you was thinking?
Yeah, it wasn't even like a waste of my time. It was just like, shit, fuck this shit, bro. Like, I was just on some fuck this shit. I was doing everything in school, bro. I was selling candy, selling socks, selling something. And then once I found, like, I really had been selling weed and shit, but like once I found more shit to get into and shit to divide me, it was just like, bro, and then
further and further.
Yeah, and then shit started getting worse at home, bro. It was just a lot of shit that was going on. So football and sports wasn't my focus, bro. My focus was being comfortable within myself because I was so uncomfortable at home. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, fuck that shit, bro. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I had been a nigga that was always A honor roll, B honor roll, smart than a bitch, nigga. Right before I moved, like right before this shit happened, my sophomore year, before I moved, it was the first time in the point where I was feeling like I just wasn't giving a fuck about shit, bro. I was just like, fuck this shit. I just want to be me. Like, whatever the fuck I want to do, if I want to get high, I'm gonna get high, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, and then some shit happened and my mama finally let me leave because she was holding me for a long time because she just grudging from my pops. She was holding me. She finally let me leave. I finally went back to Dallas for good, like for good, not coming back. You know what I'm saying? And I was rapping at that time, and
talk about that.
Like rapping.
Well, yeah, we talked a little bit about that before. You was been like saying some good stuff too.
Yeah, like.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. So I started rapping probably like. I started taking it serious for real when I left, like my sophomore year, cause my brother at the time he like my dad the type of person, bro. He a good dude, heartly. He do some shit in the streets and shit, but he a good dude. So. He'll be with a female or whatever. If she got a kid, he taking care of their kid. If you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of brothers and shit that ain't my brothers, but my pops done took care of them niggas before I even knew. Like my brother that I'm talking about right now, that nigga D-Bro, shout out D-Bro. before I even knew this nigga, bro, my dad had been taking care of this nigga. I never even knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met him, and then he telling me stories about how he know my pops and shit, but I'm telling you, that nigga was on the road. And that nigga's from Houston. And I only say Dallas and Austin, so you got to put that in your head how this nigga was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy, bro. So, yeah, my brother at the time, he was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? That shit was going on. I finally got to leave. So I'm happy than a bitch, bro. I left with one duffel bag. I had got in trouble at school that morning. I had one duffel bag, bro, when I left. Pops bought me, like, new clothes, new start. Nigga, it was like, fuck it. I'm finally with him, though, so I ain't give a fuck. So my brother at the time, he was into the rap shit. And he was like, bro, you need to get in the studio. And I had never really rapped. Like my brothers, and then we were freestyling shit all through school and shit. But my nigga Snotty, he rap. His name Snotty Nose Bastard. He need to get back in the fucking studio.
That's a hell of a name.
That nigga's, bro, rawest nigga. When he get back on, that nigga's the rawest nigga. Bro, I'm going to get him back on. Right? But we used to just freestyle in the car and shit. Like, that's how we started rapping. But when that nigga used to rap at school, I'm talking about a crowd would be around that nigga because they already know he finna spit that shit. Like, that's how we started. And so I had never really rapped. I really was the sorriest one. Like, them niggas would be caught. I would say some live bars, but it was hard for me to keep it up because I always would write. Like, I'm a nigga, like, I'm methodical. I want to write my shit out, plan it out, practice. Nigga, when I get in that hole, it's going to be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Knock it out. Exactly.
Time
is money in that
Exactly. So, like, once I got to really start writing the shit out and start, you know what I'm saying, putting my shit together, niggas was fucking with it for real, for real. Like, nigga was making a buzz in both cities, bro. Like, and like I said, that was in like what was that, like, my sophomore year, like, I graduated 2018, so what's that, like, 2016 type shit? Yeah. And so underground rap was really just emerging at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like how it is now. It wasn't oversaturated. Like, right now, rap game is very fucking saturated. Like, it's a whole lot of them motherfuckers. It's like NBA now. Only the best of the best can go up to the top now, nigga, because all these niggas playing everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like
flooded.
Yeah.
Like, Boosie said there was like 3,000 rappers in every community.
Bro, that is crazy, bro. When I was rapping, bro, put it like this. The police still used to pull up on me for shooting a video outside. Now you see niggas shooting videos outside like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how different it was when I was rapping, bro. It wasn't niggas was looking at you crazy as fuck, damn near stopping the car because I'm outside shooting. What the fuck is he doing on the street? You know, that shit wasn't just every day, bro. Like, it wasn't, not then. Like, that was when Say Cheese first took off. Like, boom, like. And I remember watching it happen, bro, because I was rapping at the time, and I was the nigga that was still sending my shit to everybody in Twitter DMs, sending my shit to everybody in, you know what I'm saying? I was still having, it wasn't really no blog. There was, but the game wasn't known to go fuck with the blogs and go do this and go do that. The game was still getting created then to be what it is now. You know what I'm saying?
The groundwork was still being
it's like, it's crazy how that shit just took off. Like, in that year, it was like, that was the same year Quinn blew, like, off Say Cheese, nigga. Me and him got a song together. Like, when we first started, like, if you go on my SoundCloud right now, you're gonna see. And it was when his name was still Quincho. It wasn't even Quinn and FN, no, bro. That, like, bro, look, bro, bro was really, he been putting that work in, doing that shit since way back then. It was like a few other rappers, bro, I could say. Like, Kenny G was still making his little boom and shit then. Yeah, bro, like, way back then, that shit was different then. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit was.
Everybody that shit was
different then. It was a different type of vibe of niggas. It was only a handful of niggas rapping, like, and niggas that was really making noise, bro. It was like, it was. You knew them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on no big support. It was like city support then. You know what I'm saying? Quinn was the first one to go pop Say Cheese open for Austin. Like, niggas didn't even. I knew about Sean Cotton because I knew Sean Cotton was from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of, or the Dallas area. I ain't gonna say he from Dallas, but the Dallas area. A lot of people didn't even know, like, what the fuck had to go on to get on Say Cheese and shit, bro. Like, when I first went on Say Cheese, they was like, "Oh, bro, you went on Say Cheese?" But they didn't know, nigga, you pay to get on Say Cheese. That's like a fucking. You do that. You know what I'm saying? People didn't get the game then. Now niggas know, oh, they paying them fucking blogs and shit. Like, niggas, the game is exposed now. But back then, you know what I'm saying? Back then, niggas didn't know. Yeah, that's what it was, bro. So it was.
So what made you, like, finally, I remember when we talked about it, but tell people, what made you say, you know, forget this music shit.
Yeah, it was
and
just
then go
like
the route of all the slashes you doing, especially in event coordinating and in club promoting.
so like on as far as like why I stopped the music, bro. It was just like I had clothing too, bro. Like my dad started the clothing shit way early. Like a lot of my shit come from my pops. I ain't gonna lie. Like that nigga put me on a lot of game.
Shouts out to him.
Yeah,
bro.
hell yeah. Like a motherfucker. That nigga taught me everything. Like everything from the T. Like that nigga. It's just crazy how he put like, bro. I'm talking about. I was 7 years old. This nigga like call UPS and go make sure my order is doing this and call this and I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you making me do this shit? But he know like I'm building the motherfucking machine right now. Like I didn't understand what the fuck he was, bro. That nigga be he's deep with the thoughts, bro. Like he already knew, bro. He like, bro, I don't care. Called him but now like if some shit go on business wise, my niggas gonna call me like, bro, hey, what I need to do this, what I need to do that, because they know that nigga, this shit has been me. This business shit has been me since I was born, basically. Like that's what I've been good at, being smart and doing business. And so it was just like with the rapping shit, me as knowing business, knowing that I've got to put X amount of dollars in before I maybe even see a return, it never really sat right with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was basically like, okay, I knew I had the talent at the time. Because right now, it's different. Like right now, if I was me right now, it'd be harder to blow than back then because I was 16 back then spitting bars like an older dude. Now, since then, it's been so many 16-year-olds that did the same shit. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the same now. So it was like, you got a time period with this shit. If you don't hit during your fucking time period,
it'll leave you.
Yeah, bro, it's like you got to hit. And I didn't have the funds to hit. You got to have the funds for that shit. If you don't got the funds for that shit, it ain't going to work. I'm sorry. I mean, unless you're going to spin circles. I mean, that's just what it is. If you're going to have to grind too hard now. Like nowadays, bro, a motherfucker who's just trying to blow off of their talent, they not going to blow. Because there's too many motherfuckers paying to blow. Exactly. So it's like you can't even compete with them motherfuckers, or you're going to go so long before a nigga finally hear you. It's just like that shit. So I was thinking at the time, I'm like, Say Cheese was just big, bro. I think I paid like $400 for my Say Cheese post. So I was like, okay, I'm racked up a whole tape of songs, and I know these hoes is hard. So if I could go Say Cheese hard and just blast they ass with like a few racks, oh, I can blow. But nigga didn't have them few racks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but the method and the shit that I created and the shit that I knew needed to be done, then I took that game and now I get that to my artist. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to so many artists, bro, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, what your checks looking like from your music? Or, you know what I'm saying, like, who you putting your music out through? And they're not getting paid. Like, it's so many artists that's out here that's dropping shit on on SoundCloud, not SoundCloud, Apple Music and all the places where you're supposed to be getting paid, Spotify, and they're not getting paid.
Not a dime.
But my check still, bro, I just
and
looked.
If so, it is a dime.
Yeah, it's like my checks ain't huge, but they still coming from the one tape that I dropped. You know what I'm saying? And there's niggas who not seeing no money from, it's like, bro, that's forever money that you're missing. And it's just little shit like that I know off rip because of the people who put that shit in me. It's like, that's the game that I give. You know, that's what the benefit is of fucking with me, because I really know the business of it. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have somebody who know the business of it. It don't matter how much talent you got, or you're not going. Like little shit like that. Like, bro, y'all dropping all these songs and some of this shit is hard, and you're getting views on this shit, but you're not getting paid for it. It's crazy. Like,
or the song's hard, and like you said, they may not, have. I'm not saying everybody. There's some that might not have all the funds to be able to fully push that song.
Exactly.
Like, dang, where's
or
the
know,
visuals
or
for this?
even
Where's
know
that?
what the fuck the steps is to do a rollout. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even know that your shit need a rollout, or your shit needs a campaign, or your shit needs to be pushed this way. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain way that you're supposed to put this shit out. A lot of people just dropping music, and that's fine. It's cool to be consistent, but you're gonna spin circles. You know what I'm saying? What you don't want to do with this shit is spin circles. Even if you're only moving an inch forward, move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Some progression.
Something.
Don't plateau. And
how I tell my artists, I don't give a fuck if you never, ever, ever become famous. As long as you getting paid for this shit, we'll go get the money all day. We don't got to be seen, nothing, nigga, because if you dropping this shit, like that NFL player that niggas didn't even know was fucking rapping. I can't think of the nigga name right now, but the nigga's song went fucking platinum. He in the NFL. he don't even gotta push that shit as far as a face because he in the NFL. But you know what he doing? He pumping them playlists. He pumping them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too much game because that's where I make my money.
No,
but you know what I'm saying?
He
doing the shit that needs to be done to still move that song, and I don't even got to be seen. But guess what? That fucking check is dropping in that account for them songs. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got to know how to put that shit out and do it where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Where it.
What got you to? I agree 100% with you. Before, what got you into the club promoting, like the investing and like the event coordinating? Because I mean, they all kind of
it all kind of clash. But like, okay, so one of my brothers, like, so the clubbing shit really just started by being out in the club and really like popping your shit in the club. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, damn, because in Dallas, you know, I always have to explain the divide between Dallas and Austin. Coming back and forth so much. Like, I always knew how much advanced Dallas was than Austin. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, I used to try to drag my brothers. Come to Dallas. It's crazy up here. In middle school, come on, nigga. Y'all niggas need to come up here. But they didn't. Niggas from Austin do not be moving, bro. They like Austin for some reason, bro. It just got
I think, yeah, now it's ahead.
It just got to where niggas is gone. Like, fuck it, we gone. But like, bro, early on, niggas from Austin would be in Austin, nigga, like not moving unless it's like sports or some shit that's actually, but I'm talking about like vacation, like how it is now. Like I was doing that shit back then because I was already there, you know what I'm saying? But up there, nigga, partying and all that shit was been going on. Like I was working in the club as the cameraman in the club when I was 15, 16 years old. So I already knew how the club shit worked because I was getting paid from the club. And I'm in a booty club too. Not just, nigga, I'm from Dallas, nigga. We do strip club booty, nigga. Nigga, we in that hoe going tough. So I was,
there are faces out there.
Man, I was at, man, shout out my Uncle Chubb, man, Dallas Cabaret North. He's that's where I was at. I'm talking about, I'm in that hoe, nigga, live in action with the camera, selling photos, videos, pictures. That was my hustle. You know what I'm saying? My people is hustlers. They all gonna put us on the way to hustle. Like, so it's just like, and it ain't even about hustling, selling weed, selling, just nigga hustling, making money. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, bro, I sold socks at Maynard, nigga. I swear to God, I kid you not, bro. Niggas to this day probably still got them socks, bro. Like, they got, bro. We had the football team. The football team ain't sell socks. Nigga, I made socks with Wham on the back, the Mustangs on the side, sold them 15 a pop when Elite Socks and shit was booming. And 8. Nigga, I'm talking about 8, bro. Like that type of shit. So the clubbing come from like, okay, we go out and we pop our shit and we look back at all this fucking money we just spent on all these bottles and shit we done popped. And then promoters really can make money. You know what I'm saying? So like, my nigga really turned me on to it. My nigga Farah, shout out Farah. The player, for real, the biggest one. He was on that already. I was a strip club going, like my pops, my people, they love strip club. I wasn't on the popping bottles and shit yet. Like that shit really emerged after Corona. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the boom of that shit, I'd say, like it was already going strong, but after COVID, when niggas was stuck inside and the bars and shit was closed, and then they busted them bitches back open. Oh, niggas was going bottle popping crazy. Like, bro, like
pop them bottles.
What? They've been going, and it been going hard ever since. Like, bro, owning a strip club, owning any type of club in Houston right now is a dub. They all winning. Like, bro, like they all going crazy. Like all the main ones, you know what I'm saying? But that, bro, after Corona, bro, when niggas, like, cause we really didn't shut down, but the bars was closed. You know what I'm saying? We was still outside and shit, but the clubs and the shit was still closed. You know what I'm saying? When they, boom, we back open, bro, shit start going crazy. So more promoters start popping out, more events start happening, cause people ain't been back inside since Corona. That we outside shit happened after Corona. Niggas ain't been back inside.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
They have not been back
every damn
inside,
day. I'm like,
bro.
damn,
like,
I'm doing this interview. I could be at this event.
Bro,
God, dog, what the hell?
People have not been back inside since that we outside shit got created. That shit's crazy. But like, yeah. So from that, like my nigga Farah, we did some shit on his birthday. Popped our shit, bro, and he had already had some shit in plan, and I started with, he was just like, bro, come be on my team, because he knew. Like, when I say I'm going to do some shit or when some business shit come, Bam going to do it. So he like, bro, come join my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was really just a partner in his shit. It was like a group of us. And we had a Wednesdays going up there. And that's when he really, like, broke down the game to me and shit. So, like, I really didn't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I knew how to make the shit work, but I needed to know the logistics, the breakdowns of the shit. How did this shit really go numbers wise? You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of hard to do that because every club worked different. You know what I'm saying? So like I gotta literally schedule a meeting, go sit down, we negotiate the terms. I give them what I can offer, see what they want. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, depending on the club, your deal could be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the shit that I learned from him, it helped me and it gave me the jump start into the shit. But also, I always knew like I'm gonna take what we got in Dallas and bring it to Austin, because Austin's behind us up there. You know what I'm saying? Like all the shit that I do, like bro, I've been doing this shit probably about 6 months, bro. Like, and my events are going crazy because of the shit that we bring. You know what I'm saying? The shit that I bring, that I know, that I see within the event. You know what I'm saying?
So you think the club scene is behind when it comes to Dallas.
Fucking right.
But when it comes to like the music scene, I think Austin definitely murdering
Yeah, well,
Dallas.
yeah, I say music scene right now, Austin's on their shit. Like,
yeah, but you're saying more like the
yeah, I'm
the
talking about
actual
club scene
I can
and just
see
in a
that.
city, as a city in general, minus music. We just say the city and the shit that like the growth and the, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I could drive down 75 in Dallas, bro, like go north, and I'm going to see Corvettes and Lambos and, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see them type of cars. It's just now getting like that in Austin, where the money is really here, where we, in the inner city. You could go off to the burbs and see all that. I'm not saying it's not here, but I'm saying where like regular motherfuckers driving on 35, nigga, going either way, where you starting to see.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
More,
starting to get-
it's starting
yeah.
to get like that down here for sure. The money, you know what I'm saying? And that's why everything else can
And Austin
flourish.
grew really fast too.
Like a motherfucker.
So it
lately,
wasn't really,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't
For
like
some reason, they weren't expecting this.
yeah, at all, because it was
So then
small.
I was like,
all
oh,
these
what do
people,
we do?
yeah,
What
all
do we
these people
build?
just came.
Gotta build something.
Throw that shit up.
Yeah, figure it
Throw
out.
that shit up.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
it's
they
like
doing,
I think as they're still learning.
Exactly. So it's like they're there. Like Austin is now finna be a fucking mecca. Like it's gonna be like fucking Dallas. It's gonna be like DFW, like how you got Dallas Fort Worth. It's
Exactly,
finna be
I said
Austin, San Marcos type shit.
I
You know what I'm
said that.
saying?
So even
Because
San Antonio
it's
damn
all
near
finna connect.
Metroplex.
Yeah, it's finna connect, bro. Because so many more people are moving out here, bro, and the money's here. You got Facebook doing that meta shit here. You got fucking Porsche, because I was working in a car dealership too. Porsche then was doing that. They moved Tesla. You got all these motherfuckers moving here. They taking this bitch over. You know what I'm saying? As far as the money, but that's gonna be great for business. I love it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love it because more people move in, more people need something to do.
That's why I see a lot of people complaining about like Austin's changing.
Yeah,
all these,
hell yeah.
I'm like, that's, especially entrepreneurs, y'all should be happy. That's so much more money coming to the city. That's more opportunity. If you're scared of that, you got a problem.
I love it, bro. I love it. I keep fucking coming to this bitch and keep changing this bitch up, because this motherfucker been the same so long, bro. Like,
And
I love Austin, bro. And the people, we gonna still be the core. Like the motherfuckers who from the city or who been in the city, they still gonna be the core of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you natives of the, but the shit can't be the same forever, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like it gotta change, bro. It's like, it sucks that they fucking took the east side and they changed. They ain't took it, but they changing the shit and they trying to take it. Yeah, they change the south. They changing the city. They are trying to take the city and change it into
Riverside.
some shit.
Don't even look like Riverside anymore. I was like, what the hell?
It's like, bro, we gonna have to adapt,
Yeah.
because the
Where's
money
that?
coming.
It has to go that way.
It does.
Yeah, it's like the money coming, bro. It's here. I ain't gonna say it's. I used to keep saying it's coming. It's here. And so when I started this promotion shit, I tried to bring popping bottles to Austin. No, that ain't my lane. That ain't. In Austin, you're not competing with 6th Street as far as a club, a bar. You're not. They're going to 6th Street, bro. They're going downtown area. If you ain't gonna go open no club down there, you're not competing with them. So
everybody else going to the Domain.
Yeah, Domain, exactly. And so now I do after hours. Like that's where I kill. Niggas know they go. You want an after hours? Other than swing, you come fuck with Bam. That's what they doing. Especially north. Like all my people north. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming back this way and they stopping by the after hours spot. So I try to keep my spots north. You know what I'm saying? But after hours, I'm fucking them up. I'm fucking them up after hours. Like,
I heard you say some stuff about look at me, I'm gonna do my little stirring the pot. He says some shit's been going down with you and some of the owners.
Yeah, man.
And you say almost like, damn, I'm talk about that if you can touch on that.
Because these owners get hungry. So I go to a club where you're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm bringing you people.
I'm laughing because I know you're getting that.
I'm bringing you a whole fucking full club. And now you want to eat off of everything that I fucking brought to eat off of. No, bitch, this is my cake. You can't eat off of this, bro. What are you? You can get some.
Well, yeah, because it's your club.
It's your club. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take off of every avenue where I'm making money.
Especially if you're bringing it when they're not
I'm bringing the people. Bro, no, we're not doing that. That's what we're not doing. Because I'll take this bitch and shut this bitch down right now. And I'll go somewhere else. And you're going to go back to suffering. Because that's what you was doing before I got here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to do business with you the right way. And you want to fucking eat off of me. So no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. I understand where they be coming from because it's their business and it's they, you know what I'm saying? But think about it, bro. I'm taking 2 days out of your day and I'm doing after hours. If you was really booming like that, you would have made your money before I came.
Because they could be like, well, you get out.
Yeah.
Like, in a sense, they should be the one making it. So there's no leverage. That's crazy. You got the club.
And so leverage. It's like, bro, like that. But that's what a good promoter does. A good promoter brings you something that you don't already have. That's why you let me do the shit that I do here. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, the first day, first week, it shouldn't take no more than 2 weeks. If a nigga's doing what he doing, it shouldn't take no more than 2 weeks to show you what I'm gonna do. I should be able to snap my fingers this week and start that bitch up for at least next week. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to have a few days to promote. You know what I'm saying? But Austin's different, bro. Austin's the easiest place like to promote. Because Austin is monkey see, monkey do. If everybody ain't fucking with it, I'm not fucking with it. If everybody fucking with it, we fucking with it. That's just how Austin is. You know what I'm saying? It's different in Dallas. Everybody's doing something, so it's just like, let's go do something. And we're really trying to find something else that everybody ain't doing because it's so much shit that everybody is doing. It's different down here because it's not too much shit that people are doing. You got A, B, or C.
Exactly.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how this shit work to know how to fuck with Austin. But I've been here, you know what I'm saying? From being up there, seeing how that shit, then being down here, then being up there, and then I just know how the shit go. I can see the difference in people. Been knowing it for a long time. So it's just we older now. That's all it is. The same different people. It's just we older now, and now the benefit of knowing the people is for me. You know what I'm saying? So I love it that I fucking with these clubs and all that shit. But yeah, my bro gave me the game for that shit. I shout out him. I thank him all the time when we talk. I be like, bro, if you never put me on this shit, bro, I never would have got to where I am. And then South by cracked it fucking open for me, bro. Like,
about to strike right then. They might as well. You got to take your advantage.
It started with the QC show. When dope. I threw the QC show.
Talk about that real quick.
So yeah, my uncle, the one I'm talking about, DJ Chubb, he's the official QC DJ. So the QC DJs is ran by 2 Official, which is who I brought down here to do the tour and all that shit. So the first club event I had when I started this club shit was at this club. They say it's not open no more. I ain't went to go check it. It was called Banana Island. And so I was just like, we at the island. You know what I'm saying? I just cut the banana part off because I ain't. But like, we at the island. I did an event there. And so happened that Dirk and them did they tour. They had did like it was Dirk and somebody and Lil Baby. It was the Dirk and Lil Baby tour. They had did it here in Austin. And so 2 Official was down here. So I had switched the flyer right then and did the fucking after party. Like, oh, we doing the after party. Back on tour after party over there. You know what I'm saying? So I called 2 Official on the phone. I'm like, bro, you gonna be in Austin? I called my uncle like, nigga, I need him here. Like, I got my uncle down here to come DJ. Like, I switched every fucking thing like last minute. Because we were supposed to do Bottle Wars or some shit. Switch that shit up. Fuck that Bottle Wars. We doing, you know what I'm saying?
Jumping on this.
And so when he came, the event, and I invited some people out, you know what I'm saying, charged at the door, I did my shit. When he came and he seen, you know what I'm saying, the crowd down there, and then he seen like how I did my shit, he like, bro, you got it down here. He's like, and we ain't never, because he had always did the tour, you know what I'm saying, that tour, like 2 Official, salute him, bro. He gives unsigned artists a chance to fucking tour, and people don't understand how big that is for artists who barely can get booked for a fucking show. You know what I'm saying? He giving you an opportunity. Now, yeah, he gonna make you grind for it because he's not paying your way or nothing. But if you get there, you're performing in a new city with new fans, and there's gonna be a crowd. Like
that's all that matters.
That's all you need as a fucking unsigned. You need new opportunity of motherfuckers, and you never know who you're gonna perform in front of. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So he's creating a way for that shit, and so he did it. And I would always go to my uncle's because my uncle would run. He runs the one in Dallas. So because he's the DJ out there, he does the whole event out there in Dallas. And Two Official comes and hosts it, but he gets the venue. He does all that shit in Dallas. So I would always go to the one in Dallas and support my uncle. And so that's how I got introduced to Two Official. Just my nephew. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. So now it's a family thing at that point because him and my uncle, like my uncle go to Atlanta and shit. He would too. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
That helps a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So. It helped like a motherfucker to have that connection, but just using that connection when he seen it, he like, bro, we got to bring it down here. And then he surprised me. He dropped the fucking on Instagram. He dropped the list on his notes. He had listed out all the cities, and Austin was number 1. But he didn't tell me that he didn't tell me that the shit was coming up or nothing. He just dropped it. And so that was like his surprise to me. Like, nigga, it's time to show what you gonna do. Like, you said you got the city. You said you're gonna do this. Now, boom, you first up. Like, let's go. And so, me not knowing that he was planning that when he dropped Austin, I'm like, bro, you know if you fuck with anybody else in Austin, I'm gonna be hot. Like, you bet not come down here. But he like, bro, you know I got you. He's like, you know I did that for you. He talking to me on the phone. He like, you know I did that for you. He like, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't know at that time. So, lined it up, went to Pantheon, met with the owner. Shout out Pantheon because they let a nigga do, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't. I had to kind of show them a little bit because they didn't think, you know what I'm saying? They never had heard of me or nothing. Like, I had just moved back. Like, I had an apartment down here, but I was back in Dallas for a while. So when I decided to do the promotion shit, I had moved back, like, for good. You know what I'm saying? Because I had been back and forth since I left in high school. I had never came back, like, for good until like 6-7 months ago when I started the promotion shit. I came back for real. So when I came back, I was like a new person, you know, I'm not a new person because the people who knew me, but it's a whole lot of new shit going on in the city at that point. So it was like, I'm coming trying to do this shit and they like, nigga, we don't know you. We ain't never heard of you. You know what I'm saying? You saying you can do all this shit, but it sound good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but I came with that bread and I put it up. I wasn't bullshitting. Like, he told me how much he wanted for the venue and I brought it to him. And so it's like, at that point, it's like, all right, shit, well, we gonna see what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I put the money up. Got the venue. Two was like, because all Two said was, yeah, you're up. Just let me know what venue it is. And so it was up to me to go, you know what I'm saying, do the rest at that point, bro. I did it. I got the venue. Start reaching out to artists. That's when I really start tapping back into the music scene. And that's when I learned. I said, oh, Austin got some motherfuckers out here for real. Like, because I wasn't really tapped in like that. Like, I knew the bigger names and shit, you know what I'm saying, and the ones who was making some noise, but now it's like, bro, it's more than just the one. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here now that's just in the Austin area or eating off of the Austin area. So that's when I really started knowing, like, oh, yeah, it's some motherfuckers out here. And so I started going to, like, because I was tapped in with, like, Dan because he was shooting Snotty videos and shit. And then, Mikey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, Mikey, my nigga Mikey did it. That nigga's a cameraman out here. He's nice with the shit, too. He do, like, the festivals and shit. It was just a lot of cameramen that I followed. So, you know, they going to shoot the Austin artists. So I just start scrolling up that bitch, and if I like them, because I know my ear pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to fuck with some, you know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't want Two Official to come down here and see Austin and see some bullshit. So I had to ensure that he was going to fuck with some motherfuckers, so I had to hand pick some motherfuckers to jump it off. You know what I'm saying? And there were some motherfuckers that I picked, and they did not disappoint me. Like, they did not disappoint me at all. And the biggest thing that I loved about that fucking event, bro, was for one of the first times in ever I saw unity in Austin, bro. Like inside the building, bro. Everybody fucking with everybody, and that kind of jump started a lot of unity shit for me. Like when I started seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Because at first Austin niggas wasn't fucking with each other and
still barely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's still, but that's what's making the bubble that we're getting is coming off of unity. You know what I'm saying? Since before South by, niggas done locked in with each other for real. And
I have noticed more people.
South by niggas locked in for real. And now they starting to see like, oh shit, if we band together and niggas start fucking with niggas and niggas show that niggas is doing, they can't not see us because you never know who that other motherfucker know. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So, and then South by for all my people that came from Dallas, because I had a lot of, I had artists come from Dallas. We did, actually one of my artists did the opening up at Quinn's Empire show. He had at the Empire. He saw his signing party. I had took one of my artists over there with Roger.
Check out that reaction we did.
Yeah, I had went over there with DJ Roger. That shout out him too. He's a lot of the DJs, a lot of the people that's in the music scene, around the music scene. They own the fucking. They own it as far as like the unity and locking in and shit. It's like the artist got to come on with it, because if the artist come on with it, we gonna pop this bitch open for real. Like,
that's the big thing. What do you got upcoming? I know you said since the stuff with the owners.
Man, I'm really looking into, like, I got a lot of people reaching out like, bro, you just need to go get your own shit. Like, fuck these owners, go be the owner. So I'm looking into that. We got a 420 show coming up, Marley Fest.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, Marley Fest weekend. We're gonna do like a networking party and shit. That's with my dog Bubba, the Dirty Glove Bubba from Dallas area too. I'm telling you, bro, they came down here South by and seen how wide open this bitch was, bro. And now, like, niggas is coming. Like, and the thing is, especially from other cities, niggas be tapping in with me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come through me like, bro, what you got? You got this, you got that, and I can expose them to all of it, or everything that I got my reach on. You know what I'm saying? And we make shit happen. And so that's just how it is. Like, and then I go up there and it's the same thing, the same love, because with the people I know up there, like, but they came down here during South by and they're like, bro, this bitch is open. Like, yeah, it's time, bro. Like, it's time for us to go ahead and pop that bitch open, because everybody's seeing it and everybody wants to keep coming back because they see the market out here. And they're like, and think about it, South by didn't have none of the big, like, none of the huge sponsors. They all had,
I know.
And so
it was really,
it was
Austin.
real for like the underground, the smaller, like, black, I ain't even gonna say just black owned, but like entrepreneurs and self-employed motherfuckers is the ones who ate the most during South by, and I liked it like that. That's why they see like, oh, it's open for us. You know what I'm saying?
Why it's wide open, and there's so much. It's a scene too. That's what makes it easier.
And Austin's ready, bro. Like, the thing about Austin is, like, a lot of cities didn't have their time. Austin ain't never had that time for like a whole lot of artists to blow out this motherfucker. So I feel like when it happened, we gonna roll. Like, it ain't just gonna be one, bro. It's gonna be like, oh shit, they got this motherfucker down there. Oh, and this motherfucker down there. Oh, and this motherfucker down there. Yeah, like, and so like, now I just got my studio together. I just like really put into that hoe and got it right. So like, the artists that I'm fucking with and shit can come fuck with me there, have a little headquarters, and then like,
that's good. Studio time money.
Yeah, I can roll them out and get that business done, because even like a lot of the artists that I fuck with, when they come to me, they ain't got no fucking how do I say this without giving it away? No paperwork behind what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? There's certain shit you need to go register for this and apply for this before you even drop music, or they're never tracking what the fuck they need to track, or they're never, you know what I'm saying, where you'll never get the payment that you deserve off of this shit. And that's why, like, I go out and seek motherfuckers, but also that's why I also do co-signing, because sometimes I don't really want the artist. I just want to help them out. And
exactly, because like, that's a whole
because if I got the artist, bro, that means I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna put towards you, and I'm not trying to do that with just anybody. Like, I gotta really believe in you, and I'm about to. That's what's coming next too. I'm gonna release who the fuck my artist is, because a lot of people know that I'm fucking with a lot of people, but I ain't just really put it out there yet. But I'm about to start the push with all my artists, because that's what is gonna help me get to where I am. And then just more events, bro. Like, I got people reaching out to me from South by, like, bro, you need to come promote and do this out in LA, and you need to come do this out in Houston, and so just moving. And I want to fuck with different crowds. Like, my guy that I'm tapped in with, Melendez, he's a DJ I met, and we just been locked in, bro. And he puts me on some different type of fucking crowds, bro. Like, he's on some raves and fucking big events, and bro, that shit just makes my eyes bright, because it's like, bro, that's a whole nother type of lane that I can go. And I see the fucking head count in them crowds, and I just fucking think dollar signs, bro. Like,
you already know
that shit, I'm gonna go crazy with that shit. And then also to be able to learn how to adapt to that type of shit, I'll never know who the fuck I'm gonna meet, or who to, you know what I'm saying? Like, networking is the biggest thing, and that's all of that. Them slashes, none of them shits happen without networking, without talking.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing. You got to be able to be where the motherfuckers is at and talk that shit to where the motherfuckers don't just think you talking, because a lot of motherfuckers coming up to people just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just saying some bullshit and don't have everything
you don't know
together.
what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You heard somebody say this shit or something, and now you trying to, you know what I'm saying? You trying to just finesse your way into it, and that can take you to a certain way. But like to really get where you need to be, you gotta really know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, exactly. And then you gotta be able to back it up. So that's the big thing. Hey, where can we find you at on social?
OAO _Bam Bam on Instagram. I'm really just on Instagram. Snapchat the same shit, but Instagram's where it's at, bro. The business is on Instagram when it's
So
music
IG,
shit.
that's the best place they can hit you.
Yeah.
And then no email or nothing that they
Nah,
wanna put
just
down.
DM me, man,
DM
and I'll
me.
give. I'm a person. I'm gonna drop the number. If we really gonna do business, you gonna get my phone number. I don't want you to be texting me through Instagram and shit, cause I get DMs and shit. No, call my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do me, bro. Cause I'm doing 50 million things.
I feel you on that one, especially just it makes it easier. Open up the IG.
Man, I appreciate you too. You got me the merch.
Some merch, man.
And I got the merch. I'm gonna bring y'all some shit too. I gotta show y'all my shit. Everybody that fuck with me know
That's
that
hella
the teddy
dope.
bear is
I love
me,
that
man.
shit.
One and only, man. But I'm gonna bring y'all some shit.
Hell yeah. I'll always welcome that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, Bam, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Hell yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro.
I'm going to be looking up for, hell, if you get your own spot, you know, we
yeah,
definitely
bro.
got to pop out.
Yeah,
to that
man.
thing.
We're going to pop our shit with Pop Austin Media, man.
Hell
you know
yeah.
how we doing. We're going to bring you out and we're going to give you a bottle and bless you for sure, for sure. So
Let's get it, man. Hey, this is Jet. Got my guy Bam
yes, sir.
with Pop Austin Media. I'm signing out.
Let's go.